O handmaids of the merciful, render ye thanks unto the ancient beauty, that ye have been raised up and gathered together in this mightiest of centuries, this most illumined of ages. As befitting thanks for such a bounty, stand ye staunch and strong in the covenant, and following the precepts of God and the holy law, suckle your children from the infancy with the milk of a universal education, and rear them so that from their earliest days within their inmost heart, their very nature, a way of life will be firmly established that will conform to the divine teachings in all things. For mothers are the first educators, the first mentors, and truly it is the mothers who determine the happiness, the future greatness, the courteous ways and learning and judgment, the understanding and the faith of their little ones. There are certain pillars which have been established as the unshakable supports of the faith of God. The mightiest of these is learning and the use of the mind, the expansion of consciousness, and insight into the realities of the universe and the hidden mysteries of Almighty God. To promote knowledge is thus an inescapable duty imposed on every one of the friends of God. It is incumbent upon that spiritual assembly, that assemblage of God, to exert every effort to educate the children so that from infancy they will be trained in Baha'i conduct and the ways of God, and will, even as young plants, thrive and flourish in the soft flowing waters that are the counsels and admonitions of the blessed beauty. Were there no educator, all souls would remain savage, and were it not for the teacher, the children would be ignorant creatures. It is for this reason that in this new cycle, education and training are recorded in the Book of God as obligatory and not voluntary. That is, it is enjoined upon the father and mother as a duty to strive with all effort to train the daughter and the son, to nurse them from the breast of knowledge, and to rear them in the bosom of sciences and arts. Should they neglect this matter, they shall be held responsible and worthy of reproach in the presence of the stern Lord. Thou didst write as to the children. From the very beginning, the children must receive divine education and must be continually reminded to remember their God. Let the love of God pervade their inmost being, commingled with their mother's milk. My wish is that these children should receive a Baha'i education, so that they may progress both here and in the kingdom, and rejoice thy heart. In a time to come, morals will degenerate to an extreme degree. It is essential that children be reared in the Baha'i way, that they may find happiness both in this world and the next. If not, they shall be beset by sorrows and troubles, for human happiness is founded upon spiritual behavior. O ye who have peace of soul, among the divine texts as set forth in the most holy book, and also in other tablets, is this: it is incumbent upon the father and mother to train their children both in good conduct and the study of books. Study, that is, to the degree required, so that no child, whether girl or boy, will remain illiterate. Should the father fail in his duty, he must be compelled to discharge his responsibility, and should he be unable to comply, let the house of justice take over the education of the children. In no case is a child to be left without an education. This is one of the stringent and inescapable commandments, to neglect which would draw down the wrathful indignation of Almighty God. O true companions, All humankind are his children in a school, and the dawning points of light, the sources of divine revelation, are the teachers, wondrous and without peer. In the school of realities, they educate these sons and daughters according to teachings from God, and foster them in the bosom of grace, so that they may develop along every line, show forth the excellent gifts and blessings of the Lord, and combine human perfections, that they may advance in all aspects of human endeavor, whether outward or inward, hidden or invisible, material or spiritual, until they make of this mortal world a widespread mirror to reflect that other world which dieth not. O ye friends of God, because in this most momentous of ages the Sun of Truth hath risen at the highest point of the spring equinox, and cast its rays on every clime, it shall kindle such tremulous excitement, it shall release such vibrations in the world of being, it shall stimulate such growth and development, it shall stream out with such a glory of light, and clouds of grace shall pour down such plentiful waters, and fields and plains shall teem with such a galaxy of sweet-smelling plants and blooms, that this lowly earth will become the Abha kingdom, and this netherworld the world above. Then will this fleck of dust be as the vast circle of the skies, this human place, the palace court of God, this spot of clay, the dayspring of the endless favors of the Lord of Lords. Wherefore, O loved ones of God, make ye a mighty effort till you yourselves betoken this advancement and all these confirmations, and become focal centers of God's blessings, daysprings of the light of his unity, promoters of the gifts and graces of civilized life. Be ye in that land vanguards of the perfections of humankind. Carry forward the various branches of knowledge. Be active and progressive in the field of inventions and the arts. Endeavor to rectify the conduct of men, and seek to excel the whole world in moral character. While the children are yet in their infancy, feed them from the breast of heavenly grace, foster them in the cradle of all excellence, rear them in the embrace of bounty. Give them the advantage of every useful kind of knowledge. Let them share in every new and rare and wondrous craft and art. Bring them up to work and strive, and accustom them to hardship. Teach them to dedicate their lives to matters of great import, and inspire them to undertake studies that will benefit mankind.